Your phone is a million times more powerful than the devices that carried humans to the moon. But yet it spends most of its life locked, idle, and earning you nothing. But imagine this. What if that same mini supercomputer could earn for you by powering real AI models that power real businesses? Let me show you how UpRock empowers you to do just that. To understand how your phone can earn money with UpRock, let's begin with one of UpRock's latest products, the Insight Stacks. The Insight Stacks is an AI-driven analytics platform. It takes massive amounts of data from websites, from apps, and from global sources and transforms them into charts, into trends, and into decision-making insights. The Insight Stack sits alongside three other important products from UpRock: Maestro, the crawler, and Prism. Maestro is the AI-powered orchestration engine that assigns tasks to the thousands and millions of devices on the UpRock network. Crawler, on the other hand, is a geo-targeted web scraper that looks for real-world data from the internet. And Prism is the enterprise-level monitoring and data extraction platform. Together, these three tools help UpRock to do one thing: to re-engineer the internet for AI by using the community's devices rather than centralized servers. And that's where you come in. By simply downloading and running the UpRock app, you become a part of a decentralized physical infrastructural network. This is what we call a DPIN. From this network, your phone may receive small scripting tasks. Tasks like fetching data from the web, compressing an image, and converting everything into a simple reader text file. This gives the network high-quality information without noise and without clutter. You know, your IP address and your geographic location are very valuable to businesses. This is because companies need uncensored localized insights on ground. So they're looking for things like consumer behavior, insights, trends, and even news. In order to achieve this, some people use large networks of bots or even centralized servers. But oftentimes, they usually get blocked because they are not real users. The companies can track who a real user is and who is not a real user. And if you found out to be a bot, you're denied that privilege of scraping the web. That's why we need people like you and I, real users with real devices, who can actually scrape the web and get rewarded while doing it. It is at this point that Maestro, the orchestra leader of the AI network of UpRock, comes in. He sends tiny tasks to your devices, just like the ones we discussed about earlier. And when your devices goes through this process of finding this task, of labeling the data, of collating, of processing all of this data, they are sent to the network, and collectively a large AI compute layer is formed on the UpRock network. Now all of this processed data flows into the Insight Stacks, where machine learning agents like GPT 3.5 and other open source LLMs analyze the data. These models generate market intelligence, trend predictions, behavioral insights, graphs, dashboards, and real-time alerts. These are the services that people or businesses actually pay for. So whenever businesses use the Insight Stacks, Crawler, or even Prism, they pay fees to the UpRock ecosystem. But here's the part that most people don't know. 80% of that revenue is used to buy back UPT from the open market. And from every buyback, 40% is sent back to those who keep the app running in the background. That's you and I. Another 40% get burnt, and the remaining 20% are sent to provide liquidity so you can trade and we can use it in DeFi. So every time the network earns, those earnings go back to the community, and it also goes back to help the health of the token. For more details, visit uprock.com/tokenomics. Now let's look at the burn itself, the part that everybody loves watching. So here's the live burn meter on the UpRock tokenomics page. As you can see, it updates in real time as small UpRock tokens are burnt. You notice that the burn total is constantly climbing. Now this is the result of the ongoing buybacks that are funded by the revenue of UpRock itself. And we are all rewarded because our devices helps make all of this possible. Your uptime, your idle internet, your region, and your IP uniqueness all contribute to how much of that pool goes into your UpRock wallets. So the next time your phone is in your pockets, just remember that it might just be working harder than you think. So why not download the UpRock app today and experience what it actually feels like to earn with your mobile device by letting it simply work in the background. And if you haven't subscribed or engaged to this channel, what are you waiting for? Make sure you do that so I can be motivated to bring more of this kind of content your way. Until we see again, it's GM from Benwell. Peace out.